Welcome back to Casey Cares, Kansas City's nonprofit voice. Produced by Charitable Communications and proudly sponsored by the Ewan Marion Kaufman Foundation. I am Bobby Keys.
And I'm Ruth Baum-Biggest, and we are safely nestled in our stay-at-home location.
Yeah.
Following the rules.
Mm-hmm. Waiting for winter.
Of COVID-19.
Waiting for winter to hit us.
Wait.
Winter's coming. Again.
Oh my gosh.
Again.
I hope it's not. Well, yes, the whole world is upside down, I think, with everything. So why not winter and spring and summer and all that craziness? And talk about crazy. We have Mindy Corcoran with us, and 7 days is coming up, and crazy has been something that she has had to deal with this annual event that's in our community. Hi, Mindy. We're so glad you're with us.
Thank you. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Bobby.
Hello. So we are in year 6 of 7 days, and created after that horrible, horrible tragedy that happened in our own community back in 2014. You lost your son, your dad. We lost Terry Lamanno at the hands of a white supremacist. So you and your friends and family created the Faith Always Wins Foundation. And share with us again the focus, and then we'll dive into 7 days and what you've been able to do to pivot.
Right. Well, the mission of the Faith Always Wins Foundation is to promote dialogue for the betterment of our world through kindness, faith, and healing. That's the mission of Faith Always Wins. And then Faith Always Wins created 7 days, Make a Ripple, Change the World, which is pretty popular and has great branding recognition. People know it as 7 days. And it fits in the kindness pillar. So it's definitely a huge flagship experience for us every April. And typically we meet in person. Typically we host activities on locations at a variety of locations throughout the entire metropolitan area for the purpose of allowing people in different communities to feel comfortable coming, to whatever area it is, and giving people an opportunity to maybe come to the Hindu temple where they've never explored, or maybe someone's never been to a Christian church and we have invited them to Church of the Resurrection. This year in 2020, another new location was planned, and it was the Islamic Center of Johnson County. And right now we're not able to meet there. So as you said, it's been crazy. And what we did in the middle of March when COVID-19 was upon all of us is we decided to forge ahead. And so we've made 7 days virtual.
Explain what that is. What's going to take place? How do you make that happen?
Well, I've done a lot of tutorials in Zoom, and I did some research on what might be a good application to use. And so we adopted Zoom. I know there are others. I know there's WebEx and some others, but I ended up spending most of my time on Zoom. And we are hosting webinars and meetings where what we're doing is some of what we're doing we are pre-recording, and then some of what we're doing are live. So if you happen to see on our website, if you go to our homepage website, for instance, this evening, we're having a prequel. So 7 days has not really started, but currently people could go to our website and find an event to attend, and they could click into a Zoom meeting or a Zoom webinar, and you can be a participant. And so we started that in March 26th was our first one. So we actually started 7 days early. So I could practice and other people joining could practice. What does this look like? What does it mean to mute yourself or unmute yourself? What does it mean to put yourself on video or not on video? And how do you ask a question online? And we've gotten very good at managing these meetings and webinars, and we welcome people to attend them. The other way that we're going virtual, I mentioned we did some pre-recording. So for purposes of, worrying about the internet not working well or not having a great connection or whatever might happen, we have and are pre-recording a few activities. So we pre-recorded an interview with Leslie Hamilton. And that's all being packaged now by a company called Real Media KC. And they're packaging that for us, and we've given them all of our material and all of our collateral, and we're going to show that on a Facebook Live feature premiere. So that's an Other's Day premiere, and that'll be April 23rd. Right now, we're using our Facebook page, the Give 7 Days Facebook page, as a home base. So you can go to our Facebook page and look for events that are coming up, and that is a great place for you to find out everything that we're doing. But we are being extremely interactive and engaging and providing our entire community and the world, because everyone is staying at home. So people can join from all over the United States. People can join from all over the world. Ruth, you'll be happy to know that Saul is going to join on many occasions. Saul was our foreign exchange student in 2016-17. And he's from Spain, and he's in Spain. And we offer this, and we forged ahead because it's a great time to increase kindness. And this is how we're showing that you can continue to do that.
Mindy, why was it so important to you to go forward with this? I mean, every day, Bobby and I see cancellations of this, that, or the other event. Why did you decide you needed to move forward at this time?
Yeah, well, I will be honest with you. Canceling sometimes sounds like, wow, that would have been nice just to cancel. Maybe I could have just canceled and continued writing my book and done that. But, you know, Ruth, you and I had this conversation, and the board and our team, and I felt a visceral reaction to canceling. I felt a visceral reaction to everything being canceled around us. And when we are in isolation, when people are in isolation, it breeds fear. And when fear is being bred, and people are being attacked on the internet with really negative messages, and they're being subdued and put in a situation where they're being asked to, you know, do things that are not kind and do things that are outright wrong, illegal, or evil. I just felt like this is the time when we do need to push through. We can, we should, we are. That's what we're doing.
And by doing this virtually, you know, it seems like people are not as busy, but they're really busy. Is there an opportunity, because of the way you're doing it, for folks to come back and see this content?
Yes, our plan is that every single experience and activity that we are providing, they're all being recorded in some way. Some of them have been recorded as a podcast, and some of them already have been recorded on video, and we're packaging those. And then April 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, all of those activities, which are Love, Discover, Others, Connect, and You, those are all being packaged, and they'll be shown on Facebook, and then they will be available. Then we'll show them again on Facebook and advertise them. I'm just curious, can you hear my dog, Lucy?
Yes, we've had lots of dogs on the show today. It's great.
I tried to sequester myself, but she must have seen a squirrel, so my apologies. But, so we will have them videos packaged and podcast packaged, and we will show them again. We don't know when yet, but they will be available again on Facebook, and we'll make sure and announce that. And then we'll also have them on our website. They will live on our website for people to go. These are fantastic resources for educational conversations with a church group, a group from your synagogue, just a faith group, a small group. We have conversations about what does it mean to be kind and what do acts of kindness look like. We are featuring on our Discover Day, we're discovering heroes. And just like you all are discovering heroes in the nonprofit sector, we're discovering heroes right now among us in the COVID-19. And there's so many. We want to be able to feature them. So we did make that significant change. Discover Day is the most different for us in terms of content because we were going to discover diversity and we were going to be at the Hindu temple. And so that's been completely revamped into discovering heroes among us. And we were going to feature heroes. We've had videos and photographs and messaging sent to us. And we're going to create a nice little video to show on our Discover Day.
You've done a great job at pivoting for this year. The one thing that you are not doing is your walk. Give us a little status of what's going on with that, and will you walk?
We hope to. I am talking to you from Florida, and I don't live in Kansas anymore, Kansas City area any longer, but all of my news, and actually I basically operate, all of my news comes from Kansas City, and I operate on Central Time almost every day. And I heard yesterday and today that Mayor Lucas in Kansas City, Missouri, is now extending the shelter at home. So am I correct on that? That is now being extended to May 15th?
Yes.
Right. That's what I had thought. And so we are being very cognizant of that. And we're hesitant to use the word cancellation because when humanity can get back together, we think humanity will really want to get back together in a big way. And we would love to be part of that. So 7 days we put our name in kind of to this community that is looking at what does it look like when community gets back together, similar to the Royals winning the World Series and the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. I mean, is there going to be a community event or community weekend, and could 7 days be part of that? So that is what we are thinking of. We do not have a date because, we shouldn't. We should wait until people are safe and we're given the go-ahead. And then we'll take a look at what that means, and then we'll host an Onward Day, which will be our kindness walk.
Faith Always Wins Foundation readjusted or had to readjust for COVID-19. We're hearing lots of MPs, tell us, man, this has really thrown everyone a curveball.
Well, it has thrown everyone individually a curveball. We stopped immediately. We kind of just halted all of our requests for donations. And I will tell you, we've actually reinstated that. So in the first 2 weeks, we took off all of the messaging about needing donations because we felt like that was not the right thing to do when people probably should be giving money to food pantries and hospitals, et cetera. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't do that now either. But we also felt like we had not been able to finish our fundraising efforts. We were hoping to raise $105,000 this year to help cover the cost of our experience and then help us move forward into the year. And we were short about $25,000. So we reinstated a campaign, and I did a video message and said, we know money is needed everywhere right now for a variety of reasons, but if you have an interest in helping us with our digital programming, we could use this money. So we do have a campaign going on for that. I feel like it's pretty subtle. It's on our website and it's on our Facebook page. But it is important. I've seen other foundations too are mentioning that they're seeking funding too, because so many people like us have had to completely pivot and change what we're doing. That we want people to know, if you still want to donate, we're open to that, or volunteer and participate and share what we're doing with everyone in your family and everyone in your contacts, because now people can join from anywhere and click on and watch that communication, and then you can have a conversation about Ramadan. We're featuring Ramadan Iftar on April 27th, our very last day. And then on April 21st, we have 4 faith leaders who are going to be talking about biases in their faith. And then again, everything that we do is not specifically revolving around faith. The kindness is important, and we're focusing also on 14 charities. Ruth, just like you all do at KC Cares, we're focusing on 13 charities that are not Faith Always Wins, and we want our community to understand all the opportunities that they have to find a philanthropy to move onward.
Mindy, it's amazing how you and the organization have been able to pivot and make this happen and even spread kindness even further. So from that seed of a tragedy here, you're helping to make the world a better place. As you say, make a ripple and change the world and spread kindness and not coronavirus. We love that.
That is right. That is our tag. Our tag right now, our tagline is spread kindness, not coronavirus. And one of the brilliant people on our committee came up with that, and it was really awesome. So we use that on all of our material. It is important to spread kindness, not coronavirus. And we do have the potential to broaden our reach. And the way we can broaden our reach is that anyone who has any interest in what we're doing, share it with your friends on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, your email account. Let people know that they can join us, certainly during the week, April 21 through 27, but then they can come back and revisit our Facebook page as well.
And that would be Give 7 Days. Facebook is the best place to check out for all the details?
That is correct. Give 7 Days on the Facebook page. And then the website is www.give7days.org.
Mindy, thanks as always. And thank you for listening to KC Cares, Kansas City's nonprofit voice. We're produced by Charitable Communications and nonprofit, and we are proudly sponsored by the Ewing Marion Kaufman Foundation. If you like what you hear, you can support our efforts. Podcasts are available at kccaresonline.org. If you want to be a guest, check out our website. Spread the love on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at KC Cares Online. Thank you for listening to KC Cares.
COVID-19 is a severe lung infection. Trust the American Lung Association for science-based public health information, especially for the 36 million Americans who live with lung disease. We have resources to protect your lung health. Access expertise from medical professionals and peer-to-peer support through our online communities. Visit lung.org for daily updates or call 1-800-LUNG-USA.
Inspired by Ewing Marion Kaufman, the Kaufman Foundation believes that every person, regardless of their background, should have the opportunity to learn, to take risks, and to own their success. Working together with our Kansas City community and beyond, we take on approaches that break down barriers, providing people with the necessary skills throughout life to make or take a job and ultimately give back to their community. By listening to the communities we serve, tap into our learnings and relationships, and bring everyone together to build and support programs that improve education, boost entrepreneurship, and help Kansas City thrive. Learn more at Kaufman.org.